Well, good morning everybody, and a very happy new year to you all. I had a great time over Christmas, hope you all did. However you choose to spend your time off at the holidays, I hope it went really well for you, and it's great to be back in the workshop. So oh yeah, while I think on, thank you so very much to all my new subscribers, and of course to my current subscribers and subscribers that have been with me since the very beginning. I hope you're all doing amazingly well. And just while I think on, I'd like to just send out my warm wishes again to James Barry, who I know is still in hospital recovering from his very serious illness. So keep on turning, James, and hope to speak to you again soon in the future. So and for those of you that don't know, James Barry is the diamond sharpening technology guru that everybody sees at all the demos all over the world, working on behalf of Trend products. So yeah, get well soon, James. And to anyone else actually that's feeling a bit grim and might have the flu or a bad cold, so yeah, get well soon everybody. Anyway, that's done. So yeah, what we're going to be doing today is having fun with more power carving, texturing and colouring. I've got a piece of elm that I've just mounted to the lathe. It's very, very dry. It's super hard, so I know for a fact that it would present some problems with tear out and things like that, because this is about the third piece I've had from the same batch, and they've all proved to be ideal for texturing and colouring, but hard work because they're so super tough. So anyway, I thought it was a great candidate for power carving. So I'm going to put my old turning smock on with the long sleeves because it's very chilly here today. I've got the heater on, so you might hear some background noise, but we're going to get the camera moved and we'll get set up, and we'll start messing around and having lots of fun and trying some new stuff. So I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so it's mounted on a face plate, and let's just
0 millimeters, 0 millimeters, centimeters, meters, feet, inches, 0 inches.
So let's just give you a measurement of this.
3 1/8 inches.
Just over 3 inches.
7 3/8 inches. 8 1/16 inches.
So it's 8 inches in diameter, so it's 8 by 3.
Inches.
That'll turn off in a second.
Inches. 0.
So sorry about that. So, cup of tea here.
In 5 seconds.
Blah blah blah. So, cup of tea here in a thermal mug. Happy New Year everyone, cheers. So that'll keep warm for quite a while in there. Right, so we're going to start getting this trued up. Just feel for my start position. And off we go. Checking the time. And you know the rest, folks. We'll get this trued up anyway and we'll be back in a sec. Okay, so what we have for the next step here now is, for those that haven't seen it before, I have a little wooden disc. So that's an aid to help me put a tactile score line for the mortise on this piece, bearing in mind that I can't see penciled. So with the scratch awl, I just hold that in place, and then I put a tactile score mark there, and that's ready for me to do the mortise. And okay, what we have here now, it's the mortise, an extra deep mortise, because when I shape this and then we get to power carving, the thickness of that mortise, the depth of it, it's going to diminish. So I've factored that in. Yeah, an extra deep mortise at this moment, but it will get thinner when we power carve it. So cool. Okay, so I'm here now at this corner, so I'm going to start bringing some shape into this bowl. So I'm just here feeling for where I need to be. And we're good to go. Speed, not too high just yet. And what I've done now is I've give the mortise a quick sand, and then I've got my small spiral and sectioning tool, so I am going to put my usual flourish in the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay folks, so what we have here now is the long neck mini angle grinder with the saber tooth carbide disc on the end, and also here I have got my respirator and face shield power cap thing. So this is going to kick up a lot of dust, so I'm going to wear my respirator while I'm doing this, but I shall start power carving the outside of this now. Okay folks, so just a quick freestyle here to bring you up a bit closer as to the design that I've gone for. Now the pictures that I've got in my head are very sort of like Jurassic, fossil like, and I really love that feel, and you know, from a sensory tactile standpoint, you know, it's like there's so much going on in my mind now, and obviously you've got my usual little spiral detail. So I am gonna obviously go to the next step now, which will be using a 3M roll-lock abrasive bristle wheel. and I'll show you that when I've got it set up. It fits to the Proxon via a quick detach system, so I'll get that set up and we'll come back and then we'll clean this up. Okay, so what we have here now is the backing pad for the Rolox system, and that's just screwed into the Proxon with a threaded bolt, and then have a feel here. Here's the Rolox 3M. I think it's 50 grit, so these bristles are impregnated with an abrasive. This comes from, a lot of people use these in the automotive industry, both for bodywork and mechanical work. People use this to tidy up all sorts of stuff. It can clean rust, railings, paint, absolutely epic. So basically, just let me get my bearings here. So this has a little lug that locates in there, and it just spins on, and it's because of the rotation of all of this, it stays locked into place. So I had unplugged that then just while I was messing around. So let's just get my bearings again. As this spins, it flares open. And the reason I've got one is because I used one with Nick Agar, and he recommended getting one for clean up of your carving work, and it's great for cleaning up natural edges and bark as well. Without removing it, it won't tear it off, it'll just clean up bark. So great if you're leaving natural edges on coffee tables and wall plaques and whatever, wall turnings. Great bit of kit. So yeah, it was Nick Agar that recommended I get one of them. So next step, clean up. Okay. Okay, so this has been cleaned up now with the 3M bristle brush. So I've got some black acrylic now, so this is going to be a base for the rust effect paint and patina I'm going to apply. So I've got the headstock and everything covered, and the inverter with a bin bag. So let's just feel for where I need to be. So here I have now the base colour. I'm just going to give it a bit of a stir. It's been sat quite a while. Get some tissue and just give that a wipe. Right folks, so it's got the black base coat on, the first coat, and that's been dried with a hairdryer. So I'm going to apply this now with a stippling dabbing motion on the brush. I don't want lots and lots, just brushed into a gentle dabbing motion, work it all the way in, and then we'll let that dry. So here we go. So or is that working like that? No. Screw it! Change my mind! As is my prerogative. Okay, so I'm on to the patina stage now. So that's had 2 coats of the base rust effect. So don't need that. There's quite a fair bit of paint just on this seal here. So I'm just going to dab this all over. And okay, now I'm going to add a final third step where I'm going to apply some third degree by dry brushing. Let's get rid of that, in fact. A clean bit of cardboard. Okay, so we flipped it around now, and what I need to do is just face off this side. Feel for the centre, pull back a little, come up to speed. Nice and gentle. Now feel for where the screw holes are from the face plate. We want to come a bit to the left of that. And I've got a reference point there now. So need to remove a bit more there, but the power carving will sort that out. So off we go. Now we're going to remove the centre portion, but not to its entirety. So okay folks, what we have here now is the bowl reversed, and it's been trued off or trued up, and the bowl portion in the middle has been taken down, but not completely, because it's going to get some overspray on it, and I'll need to remove that. So the next phase is to power carve the outer part of this. So we'll get going with that. I'll have my respirator on again. Okay, so we've fitted the abrasive bristle brush to the angle grinder again. So we're going to clean up and get rid of all the fuzzy bits on the rim. Okay everybody, I've just been rattling this can for a minute or two, so we're going to come in from this direction. Obviously if I was coming in here, or from here, or from there, I'd get tons of overspray. So hopefully, coming at it from here, just feel for where the nozzle is. If I come at it from here, we should get where we need to be. Okay, so we've got the first stage, and it's the base colour. So if I just start tapping that in, in fact if I get a different brush, yep. I can feel where the bristles go up to the rim. Just do it a bit more controlled this way. Okay, so we've got the paint effects done on the outside, and what we need to do now is just finish off the bowl on the inside. So let's get on to that. Feel for where I need to start, pull back. Obviously get the depth gauge to make sure I've got plenty to go. We've got about that much. Well, less actually. That much. That much. That much. So we can carry on removing that. And the more I turn this, the more I think it's not elm, it could be beech. Anywho. Okay folks, so here's the finished project now, and I'm almost certain it feels like beech, but anywho, it's started off as an 8x3 blank, and it's been turned to its rough shape and then power carved, and had 3 stages of paint, well 4 if you include the black base. It had the rust effect base coat, and then 2 of the patina top coats, and I'll just flip it over for you now, let you see. You're getting that. So even though, you know, it's got a paint effect and it's been power carved, I still managed to get my signature spiral in the base. Just let me get my bearings, sorry. Right, okay, I thought it was way off there then. So the spiral pattern that goes around is just one that happens naturally. I start off going straight, but it becomes completely organic and random, which is really, I think, how it should be. After all, I sort of like trying to replicate nature. So there you go, and I'll just flip it back over again. Oops. Good job it managed to stay on the lathe. Woohoo! on that board. So there you have it, and the inside has been finished as normal, sanding sealer, then Yorkshire grit, and then friction polish. So yeah, absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'll just put the camera back on its tripod, and we'll finish up. Okay, so there you have it, folks. A lovely bowl. It feels amazing. As far as a sensory and a tactile project goes, it ticks all the boxes. It's massive fun doing this sort of stuff, and whether or not you're in agreement with texturing and colouring wood or not, it's still huge amounts of fun. My mind's going like crazy doing stuff like this, which is great. It's quite a pleasant smell, that paint. It's not offensive anyway. So yeah, have a go. Remember, it's your workshop, so you know anything goes in your workshop, and don't let anybody tell you you shouldn't be doing that, because you do whatever you want. It's, you know, like I say, your workshop, your rules. So massive fun. I've had a great day in the workshop. Thank you so very much. I've had lots of fun. I hope you've enjoyed watching me in the workshop today. So that's another creation from the blind wood turner. So thank you very much. Thank you to all the people that have inspired me and continue to inspire me, and I hope to speak to you very soon on the next video. End of January 26th, Axminster Tools Machinery, Warrington. If you can come along, that'd be awesome, and hang out with us for the day. So until then, keep on turning, everybody. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified of my upcoming videos, and there you go. Thanks everybody. Love this. I love it. Woo!